So, some more examples. This was done by 3 colleagues. They did a fantastic job because you actually can't tell the 3D object. It's not the balloon, it's this one here. No, just kidding. And now look at the next shot. Look how shaky this is. But the illusion is perfect. You can see the 3D object has the same shakiness, and this is 3D and the balls are as well. So it's working perfectly, and this is very important for a motion tracker to work. And what we did here is, for people that never did motion tracking, they can have this one button solution. It's called Full Solve. You just click on that, load your video, and it does everything for you. 2D calculation, 3D calculation, everything. Then you just put your 3D object into the scene and it works. But we also have manual tracking and we also have manual settings. So everything you want to do manual, you can do this, of course. Here's how it looks like in the editor. You can see these tracking points. This is something where the algorithm found something it can track. And you can see there's a color coding here. Green means 100% perfectly tracked. And this color, it goes down to this pink color. It doesn't mean it's not perfect or it's not usable. Not perfect, not usable. It just means, for example, it could be 99.5%. So it already gets this color, but still good enough for calculation. So this is why they are still there. Another example I did during the beta phase. This is actually at my home. I have a cupboard with some, I don't know the word for it now. And I put this in there. Of course, I wouldn't want that at my home. Yes, thank you. And another example from my colleagues in USA. This is Matthias, and you can see the editor view, and this is the final shot. And look here at the edge, how the camera shakes. So you can really see how the camera moves, and you can see that the movement on the 3D object is really exactly the same. And look at this package here. This package folding is exactly the new feature of r16 that you have in the content browser, a package designer, but you will see this soon. And the last example, if you don't animate and you want to try the motion tracker, you don't have to create an animation. Just film something and put static objects in there, and this can look amazing as well. Look at this. Cool. So, the motion tracker of r16. So, the motion tracker of r16. Just to make sure you're still awake. I know this is a long time I'm talking here, but I try to, at least once in a while. So, reflectance channel. To be honest again, Maxon is an honest company. With R15 and before, there was something for rendering that wasn't actually possible. So we really had to do this, and we did it for R16 in a very good way. We improvised or improved the reflectance channel, and this is the most important part. We now have multi-layered reflections. For example, if you're working with V-Ray, you've got 4 layers, if I'm correctly informed. And Cinema 4D, even though you probably won't need them. But we thought, if we do this, we do it right, and we give people what they probably need in the future. So 4 layers is most of the times enough. But we gave it 16 layers. And every layer, every parameter can use a shader or a black and white image to distribute the reflectiveness of the surface. So for example here, if we look, this is the interface, this is the reflectance channel. And here is one example from Stephen Messing. Stephen Messing is or was the art director of Avatar from James Cameron. He sent us this picture, and he said he did it in his spare time with Cinema 4D R16. And then one week, I'm not lying, 1 week later, he came up with the next picture, and he said, oh, I built a city around it. Yeah, of course. Okay, just to give you another example of people that don't sleep. So here's another one. Great work. And all the reflectance you see here is done with the new reflectance channel. And here are some very typical examples, what you can achieve now, what wasn't possible before. Here, you can see there's an effect underneath, and then you've got this clear coating on top. This is something you couldn't do with R15, but now it's more than possible. Another example, I wonder who did this one here. I'm really wondering. Again, Pavel, this crazy guy here. with He did this with all the small details. Again, I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with the reflectance channel, what I'm showing you, but look at this dirt here. The small dirt, how it's distributed, and the small scratches here. This is what makes pictures great. Such a detail. Closer look. And these are typical examples. You can see flakes. This is a special coating for cars. You've got these flakes underneath, and then you've got this clear coating, or for example, carbon. No problem. Because we got even one step further. It's not only that you now have reflectance channel with multi-layered reflections, you also have something to build a texture for textile, for a carpet, for leaves on your sheets on your bed. Everything, I have examples for that as well. Everything can be done as well. So this is the anisotropic scratches, for example, here, that are also in the reflectance channel. You can see them here, very slightly, and here. And some other examples of the new reflectance channel and what's possible. Again, Pavel, you did a lot, didn't you? Again, another example of Pavel here. And this is one example of what you also can do. Here and here. And here are some other examples. I know this carpet is ugly as hell, but the rendering is good. Normally you would see something like this in Las Vegas, but not at my home. Yeah, everything you see here now is something you get from the new reflectance channel, which wasn't possible before. Here, with different settings, it's the same object, but with different settings for the size of the pattern here. Yeah, reflectance channel. Team render server. Oh yeah, of course. Because I like it so much, I do the ending again. Here with different size of patterns, it's the same object. Yeah, guys, the reflectance channel. Woo! Okay, team render server. We introduced the team renderer in the last release, and now we've got the team render server, which takes care of the server part of the team render. It's based on the team render technology, of course. It's a server client system